Yeah.
You ready for this?
Please.
Here is you. I'm going to show you a cereal, a breakfast cereal. I'd like you to tell me the name of the cereal.
Huh.
Simple. Simple.
No
Okay.
problem.
Okay. Here's the first one.
That's looking like Fruit Loops to me, or at least an off-brand Fruit Loops.
No off brands in this quiz, Keith.
Fruit Loops.
That's Fruit Loops.
Okay.
Great
Right.
job.
I'm primed.
All right.
I'm primed now.
You're warming up. Okay,
Yeah,
here we go.
You can make it harder now.
All right.
That looks like Cookie Crisp, I'm guessing.
Damn. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know your breakfast cereals.
I don't believe I've ever tasted Cookie Crisp, but I'll tell you what, I watched that commercial. I would record it and watch it over and over. My parents would walk in and find me licking the TV. Then they'd offer me a bowl full of puffed wheat, and my Saturday was set.
Yeah. Some crayons and some puffed wheat. No cartoons.
That's all I
draw your own cartoons.
Crayons and puffed wheat.
Amazing. Yeah, this is as much a media literacy quiz as it is a junk food quiz. You ready for the next one?
Yep. That looks like a Cocoa Krispies, maybe?
Incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
Kellogg's is my bitch.
I hope your mother, Tina, is watching right now and seeing.
Her heart is shattering.
Her heart is shattering. Her heart is shattering. You ready for the next one?
She's wondering when Nature's Way puffed millet is coming up.
It ain't in the quiz. I'm sorry, Tina.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, I'd be able to spot that one. No problem.
These are the big boys. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, that's a Fruity Pebbles?
Close. Want to take another guess?
No, then I don't know. I don't know.
Fruity Pebbles are a little bit smaller.
Oh, man. You know, one thing about my media literacy is I don't think they ever really featured Trix in the animated rabbit commercials.
Oh, really? They didn't show the cereal itself?
I guess he always was holding a bowl, but that was, it's kind of certainly peripheral to his antics.
Yeah.
That, like in a good documentary or a Green Glass film, they were always finding the action and the tricks were never part of it.
Right. That's a reasonable criticism that the ad agency who came up with that campaign should have to answer for.
Yeah. If anybody's still working for that company 30 years later,
J. Walter Thompson, I believe, did those ads.
Well, he's out.
That's a big company.
Okay.
Next one.
That one hurt. Is that Kicks, maybe? Is that what that's called?
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Pretty similar to Trix.
Yeah, it's a washed out Trix. It's Trix before they add the coloring, I guess.
They basically just washed it out, but and this is perhaps in a sort of nod to our childhoods. General Mills introduced Kicks after Trix in the 90s. And I think it was because there were a bunch of parents like ours who basically said, no more of this candy garbage. So they washed,
my assumption was that they simply had accidentally sent out a shipment of Trix, bypassing the dye phase. When it got to shops, people are like, what the hell's up with these Trix? They're beige. And they're like, you're misreading the box. That says Kicks. They took away the box.
Yeah.
That box said Kicks.
Kicks box.
At that point, they were already hooked.
I love the idea that they would, send out 1 million boxes of Trix. And then when a bunch of grocery stores kind of started complaining, they would say, okay, hold on. We're just going to send out 1 million different boxes.
Kellogg's was nothing if not a proud company.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Never admitting wrong.
Could
Okay,
never admit when they were wrong.
here's your next one. You ready?
Yeah. Whoa. I'm guessing that's called Blix, maybe. Also,
Mm,
also a misshipped Trix where only the greens got in the box.
close.
I don't know. Okay. Chrono, huh?
Yeah, I think it was Granjo. I
Oh,
think
it was pronounced
yeah.
in the
Rem
American dialect. Okay.
yeah, remember there was a little guy with a banjo. And
Okay.
this was like a
I
this was
don't I don't remember that mascot. No.
yeah. And you
The
could
the, the chicken picking cereal
yeah.
eating guy. No, I don't remember him.
It was another General Mills. It was big in Utah. I don't know, maybe not so big in Florida, but um,
Granjo
yeah,
was in
huge,
stores. Hey, look,
huge.
who knows? It probably was. My parents were
Um,
too busy worrying about, puffed, you hemp seed.
yeah, puffed lentils you were
They were
eating.
puffing. If they could puff a lentil, Keith Murray would have eaten it. They can't, Chris.
Oh, lucky. You got lucky there.
Yeah.
All right, here's the next one. You remember these.
So that's got to be the cleverly named Blix.
Close. This was Kellogg's.
Kellogg's is Tiernan's. That's like Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in its nomenclature, where it's like
Yeah,
it's hard to tell what the possessive is.
yeah. Well, so I mean, let's take it back a little bit.
Kellogg's Tiernan's trademark.
So remember, General Mills had three big hits in a row. Tricks,
Tricks, Kicks,
Kicks.
and Granja.
So Kellogg's needed a winner, or they were sunk. They got one.
Wait, why did they need a winner after three big wins?
No, these are all General Mills
Oh,
cereals.
gotcha. Okay. Oh, sorry.
These are all General Mills cereals. Kellogg's was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Was the competition's answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kellogg's was on the verge of bankruptcy when they introduced
They were on the fucking ropes.
That's exactly it. They were basically, I think their stock price was in the tank, and they they somehow, some fucking genius over at Kellogg's came up with Tiernan's.
like a savvy marketer, not a maverick by any stretch of the imagination. Now, talk me through the nomenclature here.
You don't remember these commercials?
No. Do you have one on deck ready to watch?
I don't. I actually tried to look one up. I think there were like a bunch of takedown things because this was. Do you know the?
No, if it's about Tiernan's, I don't know.
But you know the movies by the Marvel guys with Star-Lord and the Raccoon and all that stuff.
Adventures of Star-Lord and Raccoon.
Yeah, the Guardians of the whatever you call it.
The Megaplex.
Tiernan's. So you know the raccoon from those.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The raccoon was originally the Kellogg's Tiernan raccoon.
Okay. Well, did he have a tagline? What was his association?
Well, his whole deal was he was just trying to guard his stuff. These are, like you see up here, that's his. Those are all his.
Oh, I see. I see. He jealously guarded his Tiernans.
Well, no, he's
Was it?
Tiernan. He's Tiernan. You see?
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
he
So
is
the
Tiernan.
cereal, the mascot was also the proprietor of the enterprise.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically
He was
he.
he was like
That's not
Dave
so
from
odd.
Wendy's. He was Dave
I
from
mean,
Wendy's or
Lucky
Colonel Sanders,
Charms, Lucky
KFC.
Charms. Yeah, I mean, Lucky Charms are that like that leprechaun is sort of the at least the herdsman.
Right. Yeah, but the cereal isn't called, you know, Joseph the Leprechaun's.
No, that's true. I think this was part of what made this cereal really hit with audiences, and that was part of Kellogg's genius here was to name it after the raccoon, who was supposedly so jealous of it and who wanted to protect it, but it had gotten somehow some of it had gotten away from him, and it was in boxes on your cereal shelf, and so you could have some of Tiernan's stuff, whatever.
Some of his private stock.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was a big win for Kellogg's.
Okay. Is that the end of the quiz? I assume.
Not quite. We got
Oh.
two more because General Mills, as any student of cereal history knows, General Mills did win this war. And so the question is, how did General Mills manage to crush Kellogg's after this, pretty substantial minor victory? Well,
I mean, they were already winning 4-1, Chris. 3-1, 4-1. I don't know.
You're forgetting.
Granjo? How long ago?
You're forgetting. Granjo was huge in 1996, let's say. By 1998, you couldn't find Granjo on the shelf at your grocery store because Tiernan's took up over 2/3 of the entire cereal aisle.
Ouch! Wow. Yeah, see, I guess I wasn't shopping for cereal. I was at Pomona College at that point.
That's right.
Being provided what now I'm realizing must have been very old stock because we were getting Kicks.
Yeah, we were probably being given stuff that was, past its expiration date, inexpensive, and they could feed it to students. Yeah. Well, it turns out this was Kellogg's last hurrah. There's a reason you don't see Kellogg's products on the shelf anymore. And it was a 1-2 punch from General Mills. The first one was this cereal, which I'm sure you remember.
Again, I guess this was past my cereal purchasing age.
Yeah, but you must have seen the commercials and the film tie-in.
And I didn't have a TV at that. Oh, I didn't see the film tie-in. Is this a Fight Club related? What year was this? 98? So it must have been a Fight Club or an Out of Sight related cereal.
It had its own. I mean, it had its own little universe.
Out of Sight.
Remember?
No, I don't. I honestly just don't remember Lobes. No.
You don't?
No.
That's crazy. These were all anybody was eating for several years.
What was their flavor profile?
It was just it was more like a texture. It was like a crunchy texture. You almost didn't even, it was like whatever you were having it with, milk or oat milk or whatever. That was what you were tasting. But the Lobes themselves were more just like a really nice crunch. Good texture. And they came in, I don't know, you'll probably remember this. This might refresh your memory. They came in huge boxes.
Wait.
Huge boxes.
If we can back up, what was the film Lobes about?
Tom Cruise, Drew Barrymore.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, science fiction.
Lobes?
Yeah, it was about
What?
how human beings had evolved to basically desire lobes.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, and so, but all of the elites had sort of taken hold of the supply chain of lobes, and so if you lived in the undercity, then you could not get them except on the black market, and then they were often counterfeit. And so Tom Cruise and Drew Barrymore play these, local sort of, they're in the undercity, and they basically fuck up the whole situation for the rich guys, and they make lobes available to everybody, and that's the end that's what happens at the end.
What becomes of civilization when lobes are free to all?
It's pretty much all the best parts of the Bible.
Ah, okay. Okay. No, I don't remember. Was the movie just called Lobes?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
if it
don't
ain't
remember.
broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna check tonight to see if it's streaming anywhere.
Okay. So by 1999, partially due to the success of Lobes, but also I'll be honest, like Lobes were only a little more popular
Then Tiernan's.
than Kellogg's Tiernans.
Yeah.
but Lobes boxes were so large that there was very little room left on cereal shelves.
I mean,
So
how big were these boxes, Chris?
the size of suitcases.
Okay.
So even to just stock the amount you were mailed from General Mills, you had to basically clear out a bunch of Tiernans from your cereal shelf if you're a grocery store operator.
That's savvy.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't no accident.
But presumably also Grandjo would suffer in this.
You know what? At this point, General Mills was fighting a war of attrition. They knew that there were going to be casualties, including on their side.
Okay.
And they also knew that there would only be one victor.
Sure.
So they wanted that to be them. And
You have me on tenterhooks here, Chris.
they cemented that with
what's the
this
answer?
incredible gesture, which I think even you who seem to have stopped paying attention to cereal in the late 90s will remember.
Is that a tower of ants climbing a what?
I mean, we never really knew quite what they were.
That's a teeming cylinder of ants, as far as I'm concerned.
You remember the cereal, though, right?
No.
You don't remember Critters?
Teeming ant cylinder, I guess.
Critters, dude.
Oh, I was close. It was just ants. Teeming.
I mean, yeah. If you subtract all of the marketing brilliance, it was just a teeming pile of ants. But it happens to be the teeming pile of ants that the world was ready for.
This was General Mills's coup de grace.
It was I mean, that makes it sound way more civilized. By the end of the year 2000, so Critters were introduced in March of 2000. Mm-hmm. By December of 2000, Kellogg's had filed Chapter 11. All of their physical stock, all of the Tiernans, everything else, special
Giant
K,
boxes of Tiernans,
special
Lobes,
K,
sorry.
and all those. Yeah, no, Lobes was General Mills. Yeah, that shit was all, orphaned, and everybody had been fired at the company.
Rightly so.
And they never made another breakfast cereal product. In 2002, somebody else bought the brand name, and so now you do see other Kellogg's crap on the shelves. It ain't the same thing. It's not the original Kellogg's. It's not the geniuses who came up with Tiernan's. Um, there you go.
That was a roller coaster ride, Chris.